Today we speak again about Allah, and today I want to share with you two of his names that are very unique in the Quran. Snort's first place we find these names is on the tongue of when he was inviting his people to Allah mentioned in Surah. He says, "Music, my master is near and the one who responds." So two names have been put together. The closeness of Allah, that he's near, and two, that he responds. And these are important to understand because in life you can have people that are close to you. And sometimes, of course, we all have close relationships. We have parents, we have spouses, we have children, we have siblings, we have best friends, we have, people that are just very close to us. We come into contact with them every day. And the closer people are to us, the more expectations we have of them. And the more expectations they have of us, and there's rights and responsibilities. But oftentimes those that are closest to us fail to respond to our needs. We have something we need from them, or we need them to give us something and they fail to give that to us. Or we ask them of things and they're not able to provide those things to us. They can be, but they can't be Mujīb. They can be close, but they can't respond. Allah is above and beyond all of his creation. No one is closer to you and me than Allah. And no one, and the irony of it is he's invisible to us. The only place you can sense his presence is in your heart. And if you can feel that presence, then you have to know one thing. Not only is he close, he also responds. So whatever you ask of him, none of it, sometimes somebody asks, I make dua, I ask Allah, I don't even know if he's hearing my prayers. Nobody can hear that closer than Allah. He can hear the sound of your heart when your tongue doesn't even move. Allah knows the nature of the chess. The things that you're feeling, the things that you want that you never even brought on your tongue, Allah knows those. That's how close he is. We're closer to you than your jugular vein. We can't even feel our own body as closely as Allah is to us. And that closeness then is coupled with his name, the one who responds, the one who gives an answer. In the Arabic language, there are two words for one who gives an answer. You can say Mujīb and you can say must. Mujīb means someone who responds immediately, and must means someone who tries to respond or takes their time in responding or wants to respond. So if, for example, you asked me a question and I said, I don't know the answer. Let me get back to you. All this time, I'm not your Mujīb. I'm trying to answer you. Allah's name is not must, Allah's name is Mujīb. He responds immediately whether or not the response is the way you like it or not. But the response happened immediately. The response happened immediately, explaining his own name and Mujīb. The best explanation of that is in the Qur'an itself. It's the ayah that I recited to you, and it happens to be an ayah within the ayat of Ramadan. So this ayah belongs within the instruction Allah gave of how you and I can benefit from Ramadan. Everybody here knows Ramadan is the month of the Qur'an, and the Qur'an is Allah speaking to us. What we're standing and listening to in the prayer is Allah speaking to us, but a conversation with Allah. When someone is close to you, they don't just speak to you, you also speak to them. So when Allah introduced Ramadan, he talked about how he sent the Quran in it, but in the same passage he says, so he talks to his messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this is the most powerful ayah of the Quran on the subject of talking to Allah. Like if somebody wants to understand, how do I talk to Allah? This is the ayah. This is the ayah. The Sahaba would feel a closeness to Allah in the month of Ramadan, as we all do, and they want to know how to get even closer to Allah. They want to know more about Allah as they hear his word. So they come to the messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and they ask him about Allah. Tell us something more about Allah. Tell us something you can give us about Allah. So Allah says, when my servants ask you about me, when my servants ask you about me, meaning they come to Sam to ask him about Allah. Notice, first of all, Allah describes this scene about people who want to know more about him. People who want to know more about him, and they turn to the teachings of their messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam to find out more about Allah. So any one of us that tries to learn something about Allah, Allah acknowledges them in this ayah because they asked about him. Music, and every time you try to go to find the teachings of your Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or the teachings of the book that was given to him, Allah acknowledges you in this ayah when he says they come to ask you about me. Now the expected language is they come to ask you about me, tell them I am close. But Allah doesn't say that. He says when they come to ask you about me, I am absolutely close. Meaning he is so close that he didn't even tell his Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to tell us that he told us that himself. Just understand this scene. The Sahabi came to Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asking about Allah. Allah was going to tell the messenger and the messenger would tell the Sahabi. Allah said, no, I'll tell him directly, I am near. That's how close Allah is. That's how close Allah is to us. But closeness, like I told you before, there can be lots of relationships where somebody's close, but that doesn't mean they respond to you. And Allah's closeness is felt when we hear Allah's word. It brings us closer to Him. But is He hearing our words? That's the question. All of us hear the same Qur'an. But when we have needs, when we have pain, when you have sadness inside you, when you have something troubling you, when you have something taking away your peace, what you have to ask Allah is completely different from the person next to you. Each one of us has a different set of problems. Each one of us has a different set of needs, a different level of sadnesses. And we all want Allah to hear our prayers. So Allah tells us in this ayah, I respond to the single dua. Every single dua is different from dua. Come to people, they say, make dua for me. You're a good person. You make dua for me. Make dua cause I don't, but hopefully you seem to have a better connection. If you make dua, you have I have my connection is not even 3G. It doesn't go through. You seem to have high-speeded Wi-Fi. If you make dua, then you'll have better chance, because you yourself, or you just came from a club, or you just came after drinking some alcohol, or you just came from some haram thing or whatever, and you're like, I can be making dua, who am I to make dua? And Allah says only one qualification for that dua to be responded to immediate. Allah's name is Mujīb, the one who responds immediately. But who does He respond to? He says the one who calls Him that. The only condition. He didn't say the one who calls Him who's a worshipper, the one who calls Him who's obedient, the one who calls Him who's conscious of Allah and remembers Allah and does nights and nights of ibadah. No. This is someone lost in the darkness and they just turned once to Allah and decided to sincerely, genuinely call on Allah, and Allah says, immediately I respond. Immediately I respond. Now think about that. Think about how you and I don't do that. You and I are not capable of doing that. Even if people are close to us, if you had some people don't get along with their father. They have an argument. And then later on you say, hey, father sends you a message, or you send dad a message. Hey dad, I need something. He looks at it, it shows red, but there's no response for 2-3 hours, 4 hours, because it's not an immediate response. I'm still mad at you. I'm not going to respond to you right away. Or maybe no response at all. Or, oh, you need something. You see, even people close to us may not be ones that are willing to respond because we push them away. You see, we go away, Allah stays near. Think about that. We go, Allah is never, Allah is always. We try to run from Allah, and no matter where we run, Allah is always closed down. You can't run away from Allah. It's like running. It's as silly as running away from air. Where are you going to run? Where are you going to run? You and I, our lungs are breathing the Rahmah of Allah wherever we go. Asking Allah. I am asking Allah. Allah says, by the way, I have been asking you too. I'm asking you also. And you know what Allah said about Himself when you ask, how does He respond? Over time or immediately? Immediately. But He says, when I ask you, I don't want you, I don't expect you to respond immediately. Doesn't He know who He created? He knows we're not like angels. We take our sweet time. We're weak. We forget. We have shortcomings. We get lazy. So He says they should at least try to respond to me. Let me see in them the want of responding to me. Can I see in their hearts that they want to respond? How can you respond to someone you haven't even heard? It's impossible in any language. If say, hey, did you respond? Respond to what? I never heard anything. When Allah says, He's saying, listen to my Qur'an. Hear what I'm asking from you and at least try to respond to me. And when you try to respond to me, even before we listen to Allah's words, you know what we say to Shaitan comes to us, and what does he say? Qur'an's really hard. Qur'an's going to make your life difficult. Qur'an's going to put some burden on you. If you read Qur'an, then you're responsible. Better not read it, because if you read it, then you're really in trouble, So it's better you don't know. Just listen to the recitation. It's a good thing you don't know Arabic, because if you heard what the Imam said, man, you got to make some changes tonight. That's way too much trouble. Allah says, at the very least, you should try to respond to me. And then He says, And they should have faith in me. They should have faith in me. That when Allah speaks to us, He doesn't speak to us because He's putting demands on us for His benefit. We put demands on Allah for our benefit. Allah puts demands on us for our benefit. Everything goes back to our benefit. If you're going to do your best, you will only be doing your best for your own benefit. Allah, I can't. I am not capable. I am what I want is weak and I am weak. You're the only one who's strong. You are the one who will respond to me and give me strength. May Allah make us people of du'a and give us strength. Give us the strength and the guidance and the commitment that we need more than anything else. May Allah accept the du'as of our forgiveness and du'as for our guidance and du'as for our protection and du'as for the future of our children. May Allah make all of us people whose du'as are never just on the tongue and they always stem from the heart. And may Allah finally make us a people who respond or at least try to respond to Allah the way He wants us to. Welcome to Qur'an.